Hey everybody, it's Fernando. So when I first started this poetry page, I really wanted to share my poetry out loud. Unfortunately, I got super self-conscious and I did not wind up doing that. But I decided today I didn't want to give in to that self-conscious nature. I wanted to be brave and bold and confident. So that's what I'm going to do. Starting today, this will be the first of hopefully many more poetry videos. And if you like them, stick around. Maybe at some point I'll start making some prompts and we can write together. Until then, I'd really just like to read for you. Maybe somebody will stumble upon this video who needed to hear something, and maybe somebody else will stumble upon this video who just needed to feel less alone. And if I get to do that, then that's awesome. And I hope you feel good. And if you don't feel good, I hope you feel better after this. And the one thing that I wanted to say before I move forward is that for me, there's two kinds of poetry, and this is something that I will talk a little bit more about as I move on, and that I'll probably point out as I read poems in the future, so I just wanted to say it now. For me, it's page poetry and performance poetry. Page poetry is obviously just like it sounds. So is performance poetry. Page poetry is meant to be read. It's meant to be seen with your eyes so that you can take in all the things that the writer meant for you to take in, like maybe the stanza and the formatting of the poem. Maybe they did a lot of alliteration or wordplay. Who knows? It's on the page for a reason, and hopefully when you read it, you'll find out. As for performance poetry, it's the opposite. It's poetry that can be page poetry, yes, but for the most part, it's meant to invoke feeling through passion, through voice. It's meant to be read out loud so that you can hear all the different nuances in the emotion. I like to read both. I like to write both. So I'll probably try and, tell you when I'm reading a page poem or when I'm reading a performance poem so that you can read along with me, or so that you can just sit and listen. Today it is a page poem, and it's one that I've posted before, so if you really wanted to read along with me, you totally can. It's actually on this page, it's probably the first one that I posted. It's a poem called Become, and it's a poem that I just wrote at a point in time when I was really struggling with loving myself, and I still do now. And there's a lot of things that I still have to learn as far as self care and self love go, but I'm getting there. And this poem was kind of one of the first that really started me on that journey of accepting who I am, what I am. Just trying to be more comfortable with that thought. So, yeah, this is the poem Become. Drift lovingly into the edge of the universe, engulfed by the beings there, with sequoia fingertips ripping the fabric of reality, just to watch the universe bloom. Under their open eyes, caressing your fear with sincerity and sadness, you are swallowed by their very presence. Drift lovingly into the void. You are no longer a blip, yet you have unraveled, and within you is peace and pain growing something new. Somewhere down the line, the stars fade away, and you're becoming something that makes sense. Something that finally feels good. Somebody. That hollowness echoing in the empty patch of space, residing beyond the edge of the universe, it's a sound you will carry within you. Not as a definition, but a reminder. Drift lovingly into yourself. Let the darkness bleed from you and diffuse into the nothing. Feel the darkness change to light and burn in it. Plummet into yourself. You are reborn from the debris that erupts around you, a phoenix from a comet's crater. Become a being that drinks stars on earth, that speaks the sun and feels it in them. Become someone that finally fits into this life. Someone you can finally love. Become you.